Okay, so I have everything set now to do the hair. Let me show you the hair pieces that I use. In the 18th century, you see all these paintings with women and these great hairdos. Some wear wigs, yes, no doubt about it, but some are also false hair pieces. There's just no way to get that style without the false hair pieces. So this is my false hair piece. It's been through a lot, so I think so far I have taken it apart and washed it and reset it once, but it works great. And then one of the other hair pieces that I have are these curls right here. And what's really great about these hair pieces is that unlike a wig where you're just stuck with one style, these hair pieces let you kind of mix and match and do whatever hairstyle you want to. So you can kind of change it up, which is great. And then one of the final things that I have is the long hair, or the back. Now, as you can see, my hair desperately needs to get recolored. So right now the hair pieces are sprayed to match what the color was I had last time. And, let me show you what I use to spray my pieces just to keep them my constant color. Seeing it's always kind of either fading, or it's more red, or it's more blonde. So let me show you how I achieve that. So this is how I achieve the different color of my hair piece. Let's see if you can actually see it. It's called Temporary Highlight Spray Color from Streaks and Tips. I get it at Sally's, and this color is Bordeaux Wine. So I usually just spray it on. When I wash my hairpiece, it comes right out, so I don't really need to worry about hurting the hairpiece with the color or getting too much. It's a really handy thing to have around. So when I worked in theater, I used that temporary color quite a bit with the different shows that I've done. What we're going to do first is we're going to take out the curlers and see what happens here. See if hopefully I have some curl. That one's kind of cute. Well, so far so good. I'm thinking this actually may work. Maybe not, but I did plug in a curling iron just to make sure that these ones would curl no matter what. Basically what you're going to do with your hair piece, it has to be cemented into your head somehow. Normally when I make them, I do put the hair extension clips in them, and then sometimes I do actually sew like a little chain so you can just bobby pin it in. Once your hair is actually secured with all your hair pieces, it's pretty tight, and even though it's really tall, you can dance and move around. I've been to numerous balls where not only do they play 18th century music, but they also play music from all different time periods, so you're kind of jumping and jiving, and I've had feathers in my hair, crazy tall, and I have never had it come out or slip or anything like that, so they really stay in well. And unlike a wig where it gets really heavy, these are really a nice option because they're a lot lighter. Let's hope these other curls turn out. Yeah, okay, there it goes. And if you want to look up historical methods of curling your hair, there is some great videos out there on YouTube from papillon curls. And I'm in the process of trying to get replicated historical papillon iron made, so I can show you guys how to do it historically without the straightener, but you could use a straightener as well. Initially, I would have liked my curls a little tighter, like this tight, especially in the back, because because the back is where, you know, especially if you're doing it yourself, it's just flying everywhere, you're gonna have a hard time seeing what you're doing. And for me, my hair is about this long. Sometimes it's a lot shorter. Sometimes I find that if my hair is shorter, it's a little easier to put up, which you may think is strange. But that's because I think the back looks a little bit better. You're not dealing with all this length that you have to pin up in the back. What is this doing? Let's curl him. And really the hairdo is really simple to do. I have it down to about 15 minutes if I'm at a reenactment. I can do it in my tent without the help of a curling iron, although I do have one that I can put in the fire and use if I need to, but pretty much with just making sure they're damp and sleeping in them, those rollers work really, really great. Oh yeah, there's a body here. Okay. Well, let's fix that one, because obviously that one didn't get the memo. Yeah, we'll have to fix that one too. Okay. So, well, I don't know. Again, I wouldn't recommend hot curlers unless you've figured out which hairstyle you want to do and you know that they're going to work. The other thing that you notice is with time, the makeup, you know, starts to look really natural and lovely. Again, it works with your own pH, so you'll never get the wrong color of lip rouge or blush. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to part your hair in the middle here, up on top of your head. And that's where your big hairpiece is going to sit. What's my arm? Alright, so we have some curls going here. You're going to need your bobby pins and your combs. And of course your hair pieces. Let's see what we can do here. I'll try and talk as I go along so you guys know what I'm doing. Alright, so this is the bottom of my hair piece. Again, the ones in my shop are not like this. They're all really nice and pretty. This was my first attempt with looking at historical photos or drawings and things like that. So basically what you're going to do is you have your hair parted just like this. And now the hair that you have in front here, that's important here because that's got to go over and that's got to blend everything up here. Okay, so I have my clip in. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay, so I think I have to actually tilt this up here just a little bit. Right, it looks crazy. Yeah, I know. So basically, we're going to pin this in. So, I promise you this will look really cool. Just hang with me for a second. Basically, this hairpiece here is made in the historical way of using silk and wool and stuffing it and sewing on hair. All the hair that I use in my hairpieces are real human hair, 100% real human hair. Okay, so, yep, like, it's going to move a little like this until you get things secure. You know, that's not a problem. So this is what we have. So what we have right now. we're going to spray things. We're going to get some hairspray, spray things up, and it'll start looking pretty groovy in just a little bit, so stay tuned. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hairspray and get this front edge over. Okay, so pretty much this is our centerpiece, and if you have the correct curlers in, you know, our centerpiece is going to end up sitting like this. But we need to spray it. And you want to make sure to kind of position, because what's going to happen is your hairpiece is going to actually get locked in by your curls here. So the other thing I forgot to mention is you have bobby pins and then you have hairpins, and you're going to need a lot of hairpins for this. It's better than using bobby pins. Bobby pins are great for pinning this on. Hairpins are great for this top here. So let's see if I can find some hairpins. This is my this is my little box of odds and ends. I have my butterflies in here. I have my hairpins in here. Okay, so we're gonna spray, and again, this is like it should really be curlier than this. Okay. See, it's starting to look cool, I told you. It's frustrating because the curlers didn't really do what they were supposed to do. Sometimes the sides can be tricky. If you notice, I'm not really ratting things. I'm generally just trying to nicely work with it and lay them in a position where they need to go to fill in all the spaces and make it look real. Okay, so then I have this thing that like sticks out here that just doesn't want to grow. Bothers me. Well, we'll just pretend that spray it up. Sometimes what happens is, you know, you get the side up, and then because you only put one pin in, things start to fall a little bit over here. It doesn't happen as much when you have your curls in. So basically, you just need to spray it up, pop in some more. As you can see, I can move it around a lot, but once we get it all in, you won't have to worry about it moving too much. Okay. This would be crazy if you went to a Halloween party. People would be astonished at your hair because they wouldn't be able to figure out if it was a wig or if it was actually real hair. And I've gotten asked that a lot. And then when people find out that it's your real hair, they go crazy. Okay, and again, I'm not using bobby pins on the top. I'm using hairpins on the top. So what happens in the back now, and it's going to be kind of hard to show you guys, because of the way the curls turned out, is that your curls are going to blend in with the hairpiece curls. This is the part where the curls come in handy to have good curls. And you can definitely do this yourself. You know, I've done it myself every time. It is nice. You know, sometimes I have somebody look at the back just to make sure that I don't have any major holes or anything like that coming out. And you can, you know, you can fix this here if you want this tighter up like this, or if you want a little bit poofier. It is all up to you. The hair pieces on the website are made to order, and these big ones do take a while. And I'm not always able to make them right away because I have so many other garments and things that are on my calendar. So, you know, just figure that if you are interested in a hair piece, it's going to be a little bit of a wait, but it's totally worth it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pick different hairstyles from different paintings and drawings in the 18th century, and I'm going to show you how to do them. This was just the hairstyle that I came up with for myself because I was going to be attending a ball and I wanted to have like real ball hair. So, and like look, like that's really cool because it moves, but it's not going to move out of place once we're all secured in. And then, of course, I have like this little piece here that it never grows. I don't know what to do with it. It's just pretty much one length. So, as you can see, it's taking shape. Now the back should incorporate with your back and should be curly. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just kind of secure it in. It's going to be really hard to show you guys because I know it's not going to be as cool as it would be if it had the right curls in the back. I can see it already. Okay. And the other thing is, you know, you need to do this before the mirror because, like, you want to make sure it's even. You don't want to be lopsided and hanging to one side. And again, the more pins, the better. You know, you don't want to put in less pins and then see all of a sudden it's like getting a lot stiffer. All right. So this is the look we're going for without any of the additional hair pieces in the curls or the hair extension. I can try and show you the back. Keep in mind that the back will look really cool with all your tight curls in. And when you take care to pin it up, but the back probably isn't going to look really good this time just because of the hot curlers that didn't do their job. So I don't even know what the back looks like yet. Okay, so right here, this would not look like this because of course you have your curls in the back. But let's add the hair piece. So when you get hair pieces from Little Bits Clothing Company, they all come in their own little tins for safekeeping, which is great. Again, all these hair pieces are 100% human hair. I can blend to come up with your color. So they can be brushed if you want, they can be curled. So basically, you have your clips, okay? So that's open, that's closed, open, closed. Okay? So we're gonna open my clip. It goes in from the bottom up. Okay, push it in there, close it. And then you have beautiful hair. So let's see, we need to do our curls now. And this curl looks like it's got a lot of coloring on it. And this poor little curl, looks like it needs to be redone. And that's the great thing about this. It's all completely historical, so, you know, when your curls get flat, you can redo them. You know, just try and poof him up a little bit. Where I tend to need extra help, I tend to have like holes right back behind my ears, so that's where I normally put mine. Again, you have open, closed. So open them, shove them in, close them, okay? And then normally what I like to do with these after I close them, just because of the place that they're in, I don't have a lot of hair there to begin with apparently, so I like to just take a regular bobby pin and I like to just hide it in my hair already in between the thing. So your curls could go here. You could have a series of 3. You could do anything you want with these curls. And you see how like there's a space here too. That's what the bobby pin also helps do. It helps kind of blend things together. And I saw this. Unless I want to put one pin in this. So. And again, I'm like doing this. Half fashion, you know what I'm saying? So. And depending on how you want your hair decorations to go, see how that's cute, the curl sticks out here. You know, there's a lot of possibilities. So I'm going to try to make sure your curls are at the same point. So this one is as well, and that's kind of hard to see because I have the big stuff on, but there they are. Okay. Feel free to spray your hair a lot because it is real hair underneath, so it doesn't really hurt it. And this is how it looks. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put on hair decorations. I keep forgetting about my necklace, which is easier to do before you get the long hairpiece in. One of the other things I forgot to do was, you know, add your mark if you wanted to add your traditional little mole for your covering from having the pox. So let's get some hair decorations and I'll show you how to put them in. Okay. So I have my hair decorations. I'm really quite fond of these butterflies right here. I love to put them in. The other things that I have are these little rhinestone guys, and all this stuff is available on the website. This is kind of a concoction I made by myself this year, but it's a whole bunch of really, really old plumes, and blue, my favorite color, so I tend to use those. There you go. You can purchase these again at Sally's. They're for your hair. They're like old hair clips or pieces that you can lock your hair in. And I have 3 of these stuck in my bundle. I just took a black hair twisty and tied my bundle together. So once you get this in your hair, you're probably asking, okay, well, how do you hide that bundle? This is how I hide the bundle. I hide it with these little things, and I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby. Love that store. But they have the little clippies on, so you can hide them that way. The other things, sometimes I just put in, you know, one plume, blue, again, I have an issue with blue, white, and then I have these lovely curly feathers that I like to use as well, are also on the website, and, you know, depending, like, if I'm not at a ball, I don't like to dress up too much. Don't like to dress my hair up too much, but you know, just a feather, and then your white thing here is great for just promenading outdoors or shopping. Basically, you find a place. I don't know if I can show you this. You find a place, and then you find your clips. You push your clips in. So you push your clips in like that. And then, for this purpose, I normally like to have those big, huge bobby pins. At the bottom, I have to be really careful though, because they're really old. And I don't want to break them any more than I have. But right around the bottom, I like to wrap a few bobby pins around. And sometimes this top too, depending on how I want it to hang, I will put in some hairpins just to kind of secure it. And again, I've had these doing some crazy dances and they've never moved. So just bobby pin away. But one of the things you need to learn is to hide your bobby pins. And sometimes that can be tricky, but once you get it down, it's really simple. So we have our hairpiece in. We're going to cover it with this little guy. Cover just the bottom edges with this little guy. Let's turn around so you can see what we got. Okay. I hope that was turned around enough for you. So, you know, sometimes what I like to do is I like to shove those little guys in places. The front sometimes is really hard because you don't have a lot of hair in the front to begin with. So, like, if I do two, you know, you could do two like that. You could put your butterflies in. Butterflies can go on the top, and then you want to kind of exotic. Anyway, this will give you an idea of how you can do your hair and your makeup for your Halloween or your reenacting. You know, let's take a look at the makeup again. It's very subtle, but it's very romantic. And let's take a look at the hair. So we have our hairpiece here, the silly little thing that never wants to really do much. I just curled it. We have our false rolls here. Again, you could put them on the sides if you want. And we have our big hairpiece in. So I was going to show you how to get dressed today, but I think we'll save that for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to subscribe because I will have more videos coming out. And thank you, and visit Etsy.